My food is me, and this is my food.
Food is emotional for everyone. And today, I want to tell you guys a story about how I severed emotions from my food and how my food became me. Since I started eating my food 5 years ago, I rebelled against my food twice in the first 2 years, meaning I ate anything and everything but my food for an extended period of time in both instances. Each rebellion lasted about 2 weeks. And after my second rebellion, my food became me. In the first 2 years of eating my food, I used to have cheat days like everyone else. I would eat my food 6 times a day during the week, and I would have cheat weekends where I would eat 6 to 7,000 calories a day during the weekends. I was super strict about eating my food during the week, supplemented by fruits and yogurt, and time to time eating at restaurants or social occasions. I believe that by being strict and only giving myself permission to eat other things on the weekends, I created this unnecessary structure to how I eat and felt like I was just eating my food during the week to chase the weekends and creating an emotional relationship with my food. In my first rebellion, I was not in the best position in my life. I just didn't feel good and I got away from my food. So instead of eating 6 meals a day of my food, I only ate 2 to 3 meals and just ate whatever I wanted. I would have a dozen donuts for breakfast, a cheeseburger meal for lunch, and pizza for dinner, supplemented by cookies, chips, and ice cream. So every day, I would look for new fast food restaurants and new restaurants to eat from. But after eating junk food and restaurant food all day, every day for 2 weeks, I went back to my food because I was tired of trying to figure out where to eat next. And that ended my first rebellion. From there, a year went by keeping the same routine that I had of eating my food during the week and having cheat weekends. Then I went on my second rebellion against my food. Same situation as my first rebellion. I had just quit my job without finding a new one, and my lease was up in 2 months, so I just wasn't feeling great about myself. So I got away from my food again and went back to eating junk food and restaurant foods all day, every day for about 2 weeks. I ate everything from ribs to wings to ice cream cake, pasta, pizza, just anything that I could think of. And after eating everything I thought I wanted, I went back to my food for the second time because, again, I just didn't want to think about what I wanted to eat next. When I went back to my food for the second time, I realized that I had been too emotional with my food, and I had to let go of concepts like cheat meals and cheat days to liberate myself from the emotions of food. The idea of cheat days was just a matter of scarcity effect, because even when I gave myself the permission to eat anything I wanted whenever I wanted, I still ended up crawling back to my food because I didn't want to think about what I'm going to eat next. And this was the moment when I severed emotions from my food, and when my food became me, and eating became simple and easy. The solution was simply to just eat my food unless I want something else instinctively. This idea of feeling like you can just eat without feeling guilty or bad is the definition of healthy eating. It's not about vegetables, and it's not about superfoods. It's not about macros or micros. It's all about having the confidence in yourself to see food as your friend and not your enemy. When I liberated myself from the emotions of food, I realized that, yeah, I have cravings for sugar and salt, but I don't have cravings all the time. And I still need energy to live and to function as a person. You guys, I understand that taste is an important aspect of our lives in eating. But the importance of taste cannot supersede the importance of fueling your body. I know there are days when you don't eat anything and feel okay going about your day, but that just shows how resilient your body is. When your body is not given energy, it still works stuff out so you can be functional, and that is a trap because it's going to make you think you can keep not eating. There has to be some aspect of your consumption that is emotionless, and understand the idea that while food is enjoyable and brings us pleasure, food doesn't always need to be enjoyable for us to eat. I wish that I was more coherent and convincing for you guys in this video. But me, my food, and my videos are never perfect. And that's what you guys like about me. And that's why I love you guys. My food is me, and this is my food.